Right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Greetings, everybody. It's Kenny J with Gobe Trade House. I want to welcome everybody to Coffee in the Morning with Gobe. All right. We do this call every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. All right. Super excited to have everybody online this morning. I see a lot of our Gobe Trade House Foundation, all of our leaders on this morning. All right. We're coming off last night, the Run Up the Bag Challenge. Once again, okay, we're coming off the Run Up the Bag Challenge from our Gobe Trade House live trade session, where we ended up on trade number 16. All right, and we're actually 13 for 16 on the Run Up the Bag Challenge. All right, very excited about that. And as Mike Taylor said right before the call, guys, if you were somebody who actually made profits on the Swiss franc Japanese yen trade, let's go ahead and get some dollar signs in the chat. If you made some profits on the Japanese yen Swiss franc trade last night, let's get some dollar signs in the chat right now. Right, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, everybody. I actually want to start off the call right there before we dive into any of our topics this morning. Just bear with me for one quick second. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. So last night, we went ahead and we hopped in my favorite pair, which is Swiss franc Japanese yen. All right. And as you can see, we completely smashed our take profit, which was set at only about 10 pips. All right. This pair, we've been waiting on this pair for some time, and I'm going to go ahead and pull back some of the market structure on the pair, because this pair has some beautiful market structure. Okay. Let me go ahead and take off our. All right. So those who've actually been attending the live sessions, you know that we have been hawking this pair. We've been looking at this pair for a while, right? All right. Back in June, okay, we went back in time and we recognized a pattern in the market structure, okay, where back in June of 2020, this pair shot all the way up, created a higher high. All right. We also started to notice that it created a double top for all the newbies. If there's any newbies on the call, it looks like an M. So with our Pathfinder, we created this M right here. So you guys see how it looks like. In June, it shot all the way up. And we said, you know, when we went back in time, or went to the future, excuse me, now we're starting to see that this pair, all right, is pretty much kind of doing the exact same thing. Let me go ahead and delete this because we already won that trade. All right. It's doing the exact same thing. So that's why I always like to go back in time on a pair to see where price is at and see what the market did last time price was actually there. Okay. So when you look, it shot all the way back up doing the exact same thing. All right. You can kind of see that it looks the same. Okay. Really almost exactly the same. Even up until this point right here, where we're at right now. Okay. So now I'm expecting a huge drop on this, and I'm going to keep these marks on this pair up until this actually happens, just so people can see that history does repeat itself. I think this is going to complete that big M. And the same way we just caught that buy, I think eventually we're going to catch the sell level after level after level after level. All right, until it gets down to this zone down here eventually. However, that's a while from now. So let's go ahead and zoom in on our microscope, go to a smaller time frame. And this was our trade from last night. Isn't that crazy? Just look at this. Just bear with me for one moment. If I take my lips Just look at this zone, guys. Just look at this zone. This did exactly what we were predicting last night. All right. So this is on the hour time frame. We wanted to come back, test the support zone. Just me for one moment. We wanted it to come back and test the support zone. Let me zoom in. And it did. You can see that nice wick, beautiful wick, perfect wick right at that zone. All right. And give me 1 second. And then if I put on my 50 averages, I'm moving 50, my 10, my parabolic SARs, everything is showing us that this was going to happen. All right. Came back, broke resistance, gave ourselves a nice, strong, bearish wick, shot all the way up to resistance. Now, I don't know, is anybody, give me a 111 in the chat if you're still riding this trade, if you got a trailing stop loss, or if you got more than 10 pips on this trade, give me a 111 in the chat. If you got more than 10 pips on this trade, give me a 111. All right, because what you could have done, because this trade was going so well, what you could have done was this. I'm going to take a trend line, and right at this 10 pip mark right here, boom. This would have been a great area to put a trailing stop loss. Beautiful area to put a trailing stop loss. All right. When this pair came back, retested the zone, shot up, it gave us 10 pips, and it happened so quick. It happened so quick. I didn't even get a chance to put a trailing stop loss on this pair. I didn't get a chance to do it. Right. I would have loved to, but all profits are good profits. It went through, it busted out my zone. And it shot up and to hit that TP and just crush all the way to resistance. Okay. But if you would have put a trailing stop loss right here, this was a really nice move. This was a really nice move. This was 23 pips to this zone. All right. But a trailing stop loss, you would actually secured your profits right here. So if it wanted to pull back, then it could have pulled back, hit the zone, and your profits would have been secure. All right. However, you see what it did. Busted through the zone, continue up, hit resistance, exactly as we predicted. Exactly as we predicted. And the reason why I'm excited about this, guys, it just bears witness to our strategy. It bears witness to our 8 confirmations and how we train how to trade in Gobe Trade House. You know, Gobe Trade House has a unique style of trading. And what I'm really excited about really soon is that the Sniper Analyzer is almost done being created. The Sniper Analyzer, guys, is based around all of our confirmations. We did have it done, but because we are continuously, and I said this last night on the call with everybody, increasing in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the markets, we wanted to add a couple more things to the Sniper Analyzer before we release it to the team. The Sniper Analyzer is an indicator, all right, based around our 8 confirmations, and is going to be released to the entire Gobe Trade House at no additional cost next week. Our engineer is almost done with it. All right, it's just another tool. It's just something else that we have that we're going to give to the entire team. Basically, what's going to happen is whenever you could open up a pair and you could add the Sniper Analyzer, and it's going to mark up the 8 confirmations on a pair right away. All right. And you'll be able to look at a pair and say, oh, wow, this has all 8 of my confirmations. Let me hop in it. Or this has 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 8 of my confirmations based on the indicators. All right. Just by actually just putting the sniper analyzer on any currency pair. So obviously we're still going to break it down in portions on our sessions because we're continuously training. But I'm so excited about the sniper analyzer being released this week and next week, excuse me. All right. And it's again, it's with our engineer, it's being created. We want to make sure that everything is perfect. Everything is exact. Our parameters are really good with it. Also, how we are releasing it as far as getting it to everybody, to active members. So the process of it is going to be seamless. But as you can see, guys, this is a great example. This pair right here is a great example of why you enter a trade and you trust your analysis, all right, and you rock with it. This trade had very little pullback. It may have pulled back maybe 2 pips in the negatives, maybe 3 pips in the negatives. All right. Now, that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you might have a pair that might pull back 3, 5, 10, 15 pips in the negatives. All right. And you might get tested all the way in this zone. But as long as you have your take profit and your stop loss set up and your 8 confirmations are there, you know what you got to do. You got to trust that analysis and you have to rock with it and live with the results. So shout out to everybody. I woke up, well, actually last night, but also this morning, I saw so many people make profits on this trade. And that just makes me feel so good to see so many people just moving forward with the run up the bag challenge. So we are currently 13 out of 16 on the run up the bag challenge. That is some amazing numbers. All right. Last month, again, we went 27 out of 30. Okay, which is 90%. All right, 90% accuracy. So right now we are still in that zone, in that range to do the same thing. So we are very excited to do that. All right. So other than that, shout out to our master analyzers, by the way. I see a lot of our master analyzers on. Everybody doing a great job. Also, with the London session, shout out to Ahmad, Andron, and Alfonso. Did an amazing job on the London session last night. I was able to be a fly on the wall and attend. And I just really appreciate you guys doing that. And you guys' growth on the charts is amazing. So I'm just watching people that had recently got started in Gobe Trade House really not that long ago. Now they're master analyzers and now they're marking up the charts, throwing out buy and sell signals for people. All right. And being able to teach. All right. So that's why it's important, guys, that you always want to put yourself out there because you don't know who that next master analyzer is. You don't know who that next person is who could actually grasp this information because everybody's learning curve is different. Like, for example, I've been trading for 4 years. It's taken me really essentially 2 years to get into a rhythm. All right. I always felt like I was a good trader for other reasons. However, my psychology was off, right? I was an impatient trader. I was an emotional trader. I used to do revenge trading. All right. My risk management. I was trying to hit the big lick, right? I would try to do that right away. And so what would happen to me is that I would blow my accounts, not based upon my strategy, but based upon my psychology. So it took me 2 years, honestly, maybe around 2.5 years to start getting into a rhythm to get to where I'm at now. All right. Where I could trade with accuracy. So a lot of people saw the Gobe Trade House. You guys are in a position where you don't have to go through those trials and those tribulations. All right. But you're going to have your own. You're going to have your own because, again, no matter how good a trade is, the psychology portion is all going to boil down to you and actually your discipline and actually listening and trying to actually apply it. Okay. It's going to boil down to you. But I didn't have a trade community like this when I got started. I did not have that. All right. I didn't have live sessions every day. I didn't have accurate trade signals to build my belief, to get those belief profits. I didn't have people I could speak to and ask questions to without having to pay a certain amount of money. Again, I spent $5,000 for a package in the past on some trade education. I was paying $300 a week for live sessions. All right, so I was paying all types of money, and I didn't have the people that I was speaking to. They were not this accessible. So my process was extended because of the environment that I was in. But in Gobe Trade House, we're going to produce master traders in a matter of a couple months. If you get started in this business and you apply yourself through repetition, through attending the sessions, you're going to actually move way faster than the average person because there's so much support, there's so much help, and our live sessions and our strategies, basically, we've already been through the stuff that you're going to experience if you went and you just went on YouTube and started to try to learn how to trade Forex from scratch. All right. You're not having to go through that. All right. You're getting these hands-on visual lessons, and you're able to see how successful traders are trading. All right. And we're giving you a strategy that's been tested, beta tested over and over and over again. Okay. And you're able to expedite your process to becoming a master analyzer. All right. I didn't have that. So even though it took me 2 years to learn how to do it, no one should be discouraged about that because, again, my environment was different. Everybody inside of Gobe Trade House, you have a chance to become a master trader in a matter of a couple months. I'm watching it right now. I'm watching people who has been in the business for just a month or 2 months already marking up charts and already calling out signals and almost ready to start even getting on these type of sessions, okay, just because of what we're teaching. So understand, guys, and you're in the right place at the right time with the right trade community. And I'm saying that from true experience. I'm not just saying that because, I'm Gobe and I want to sell it, whatever. I'm not saying, I'm telling you guys are in a really blessed situation. You're going to have an expedited process to success as long as you stick and stay and continue to attend these sessions. All right. So guys, do we have any new people on the call right now? If you're a new person and you're just now getting started inside of Gobe Trade House, or this is your first time on a Coffee with Gobe, let me get a 111 in the chat. If this is your first time on a Coffee with Gobe, or you're just now getting started in Gobe Trade House. All right, we got Jeremy. Leslie. Anybody else? Any new people? Terrence. Any other new people in the chat, guys? All right, perfect. Jeremy, Leslie, Terrence. All right, I want to welcome you guys to Gobe Trade House. All right. And everybody inside of Gobe Trade House, you guys know how we do. We want to go ahead and welcome our new family members. If you want to go ahead and mute yourself, scream welcome, scream and type welcome in the chat.
Welcome to
the family.
Congratulations for taking the first step towards your financial freedom.
Let's go.
Welcome, Von. Welcome.
Welcome to where the money reside.
Gobe, let's get his bread.
Where the money reside.
All right.
That's awesome. Awesome. Welcome. All that positive energy. That is powerful. And Gobe Trade House, we're really big about the environment you put yourself in. All right. You always say that you want to put yourself in an environment where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. Okay. We know life could be hard at home. It could be hard at work and just in general. So where are you gonna be at to put, what environment are you gonna put yourself in? Hold on, let me hear a little noise in the background. Mute all. 1 second, guys. Boom. All right. Where are you gonna put yourself where you're gonna continue to be uplifted, where you're gonna be around people who are gonna tell you you're gonna win, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire, you're gonna be a master trader. Okay. Pick yourself up, right? Someone who's going to hold you accountable, all right, and help you. A lot of times we don't have that environment. A lot of the times, a lot of people who end up getting started in our trade community, it's their first time experiencing something like this, right? Being inside of this type of environment on a continuous basis, because Gobe Trade House is not just about making money. We are a financial fraternity that practices group economics, a real brotherhood and sisterhood. So just know you didn't just join a business. You joined a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and we want to help you achieve your goals to achieve financial freedom or whatever goal that you have. All right. This process is about self-development, okay, to become a leader so you can pass this message on to other people, okay, and help affect other people's lives by being a part of this platform. So this environment, we try to keep the Gobe Trade House culture, we try to keep a positive environment in our chats, a positive environment on our calls. So we definitely want to welcome you to this environment. And my best advice to all of the new people that put a 111 in the chat, just inbox people and communicate and network with people inside of Gobe Trade House. This trade community is always going to support you. All right. If you see someone having success or you got a question you need answered, go ahead and inbox them and ask them questions. We probably have some of the coolest people I ever met in my life inside of this organization. And so you could definitely do that. And that's going to help expedite your process to success. All right. There is no stupid question. All right. A closed mouth does not get fed. So you got to ask questions. All right. But people are here for you in our trade community. Also, my other second advice is make sure you try to attend as many coffee in the morning with Gobies as possible. All right. These calls are usually recorded, and they're actually, most of them are uploaded inside of your Gobe Trade House back office. But these calls are paradigm shifting calls. You never know what's going to be said. A lot of our leaders come and they say some inspiring things on the call. We try to give motivation, inspiration, and strategy. And also the live sessions. The live sessions, if you attend Coffee with Gobe and at least one trade session a day, in a matter of 60 days in this business, 60 to 90 days, I can assure you that you're going to start having breakthroughs. And I'm not just saying that just out of nowhere. I'm saying that because I'm seeing it on a daily basis. Okay. If you're somebody who has been in Gobe Trade House for some time and you feel like attending Coffee with Gobe and attending live trade sessions on a continuous basis has impacted your progress in trading, let me get a 111 in the chat or some $ in the chat. All right. Just so the new people see that I'm telling the truth. Someone said, I need Coffee with Gobe. Yes, you do. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Coffee with Gobe is I need Coffee with Gobe too. You know, you guys inspire me on a daily basis. All right. Some days you don't want to get up. Some days you feel tired or sleepy but you know, when you know that there's almost 100 people, okay, or more who is waiting to hear from you, but also you may get something inspiring to say or from somebody. All right, on that call, you want to get there. You have days where you're not feeling all that good, and then Mike Taylor comes on and he starts preaching that good gospel, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're ready to go out and run. You're ready to go out there and hit your goals for the day, right? Right. So I mean, Coffee with Gobe is been vital to my life, right? So you guys understand it as time goes by. You just got to just stay tuned. But that's my advice for all the new people. All right. So what I wanted to talk about, a couple of things today. I had another announcement. First of all, it's payday. All right. For everybody who is earning a residual today. If you're expecting a residual check today, let me get some $ in the chat. All right. So what we want everybody to do is, if you have not filled out the form at www.gobecommissions.info, please go ahead and do that. Believe it or not, we have people from last week still that has not filled out gobecommissions.info, and we're still waiting to release funds to some people who still haven't filled it out. Okay, so please fill that out. That money is there waiting for you, and we want to get it to you as soon as possible. We're releasing funds to everybody today that accumulated a commission from last week on the cutoff on Sunday. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get everybody taken care of today. So please go to www.gobecommissions.info. and we just need your payment method, okay? So we can put you on file. All you gotta do is register one time, and you'll be in the system. We know how you want to get paid from there. So you guys make sure you do that. It's amazing how many people are getting paid on a weekly basis. I think week number 1, we had commissioned around over 90 people, which is ridiculous. And I think this week we have around about 60 other commissions that were released in this week, which is extremely powerful. So we are loving that, guys. Our trade community is growing globally, and continue to spread this message. There's benefits to doing that. All right. So what I wanted to show everybody this morning, I just want to show you a little bit of my bot results. The Gobe AUTOBOT. Now, you guys know that I scaled up the bot this week. And so when I first got inside of the Gobe AUTOBOT this week, I had an issue at first because I started off putting long and shorts on the Gobe AUTOBOT. All right. And I found out a strategy on the Gobe AUTOBOT that I want to share with you guys. And this is a strategy that I know our brother Joe Threats, you can help me out on this as well. He told me a little bit more how to actually do this. And once I actually applied it, then my trade started to change dramatically. So there's something crucial on the Gobe AUTOBOT that I think everybody needs to know, those who plan to use it. But my results have been pretty crazy, all right, over these past 24 hours. And I'm really excited about it. And so I'm going to show you guys my screen. Just bear with me for one moment. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I actually won another trade while we're on this call. Now, this thing is crazy right here, okay? This thing is crazy. As we're actually gaining more knowledge with the Gobe AUTOBOT. So, first, let me go ahead and break down the parameters first, then I'll show you some of my results. I'll break down my history of how this is actually happening. So let's go here. Boom. All right. So now, if you have the Gobe AUTOBOT active, obviously it should look this way. All right. You should have your smiley face in the top right-hand corner. It should say copyright Gobe Trade House 2021. And once this text is on your screen, then you know that the Gobe AUTOBOT is alive and it is working. All right. It's scanning this pair. Now, the question is, how is it scanning the pair? How is it scanning the pair? Okay. And that's something that we have to make sure that we do, because remember, we're traders. Now, you could smack the Gobe AUTOBOT on a pair, and yeah, you still have a good chance of winning that pair if you just smack it on the pair and just place it on there. However, if you want more accuracy with winning the pair, you just got to be a little strategic about it. All right. So what I've done, and what our brother Joe, and like I said, Joe could go ahead and chime in anytime you want, brother. But on this particular pair here, now, on this pair, are we bearish or are we bullish on this pair?
Bullish.
We're bullish, right? So now I went to the 4-hour chart and I looked at the trend. Okay. So now if I were to hop in this trade, okay, I would be looking for buys, or I'd be looking for sells, or longs or shorts. What would I be looking for?
Buy.
Long.
Right? That quick little check right there is going to change your results on the buy. That little quick check that I did. So what I do is, before I come and I drag and I drop the Gobe AUTOBOT on a pair, before I drag and I drop it, I check the trend just real quick. And you see how it says only long? you gotta click your smiley face in the top right-hand corner, click where it says common. All right. And then you have the option to make it a long or longer for buys, a short or for sells. And long and short, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And the reason being is because it's looking for way too many opportunities and you might get caught in a buy and a sell. Because basically the Autobot, the way that it's designed is it trades how we trade. So it's looking for whenever an hour candle is closing above or below the moving average. So if it's crossing above and below, all right, even within an hour time frame, you might get a buy and sell on that. Could you still win the trade? Absolutely, because when I went 46 for 46 on a bot before I scaled it up, I was doing a long and short. However, what ends up happening is if you get too many trades that is open and you won, and let's say one of those trades, it does not retrace and hit your TP, all right, on a sell or a buy, you're going to end up having one trade that stays open while the other trade goes in the other direction and it runs and completes its trend. Let's say if you're in a buy and it continues to shoot up, all right, but it opened up a sell. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to have one trade that's going to be super in the negatives and it's going to dig into your profits. That happens to a lot of people if you have a longer short set. Again, we've only been on the bot for the past couple of weeks, so we are still mastering how to use it. Okay, so this is another step on the bot to allow you to have success. All right, long and short, you don't want to do that. What you want to do, identify a trend, only long if it's an uptrend. If it's a downtrend, short. And I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. So what I do is I put it on a 60 pip stop loss. And I'm just looking for 6 pips. Okay, 6 pips has been good for me. Some people use 5, nothing wrong with that. And for me personally, I'm using 17 cents, which is $1.70 a pip. And the reason why, because I just want $10 every winning trade, that's all. Because I'm trading with a larger account, and I'll explain to you the history of how this happened and where my account is at right now, all right? So that's all I do, guys. Very simple. That little thing that I just did is going to change your success on the bot. So
can we add stuff for? Can we add a step further? Can you go back to that last pair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And so I've been sharing with other people too, and I even done it on the Lunch and Learn. I've added the RSI indicator on there to let me know if price has been overbought or oversold. And just by that quick view on all your time frames, if it's overbought, I know at some point it's going to be going in for shorts, for sales, because market is going to go back down and they're going to look for shorts. So even by adding that indicator as well to this trend, getting a visual of the trend, it's going to let you know when the market is being overbought or oversold. So that can help people out as well as far as the bot goes. It's called the Relative Strength Index for the person yeah. Can we walk them through it while we on the call?
Yeah, if you have the RSI pulled up, I'll share. If you can share your screen next after I'm done breaking this down, that'll be perfect.
Yeah, go ahead.
That'd be perfect. Yes, and that's just another confirmation right there. That's going to help you be more strategic with the Gobe AUTOBot, because there's no doubt about it. The Gobe AUTOBot works. It works, and you just have to you just have to set it up the right way. So what I do is I put a 6 pip take profit, a 60 pip stop loss. I identify the trend, and I put it on every single FX major, and I put it on all of my FX crosses. Now, if you don't want to put it on all of those, it's up to you. But I want it scanning all of the opportunities, so I have more trades that I could win throughout the day. Okay, so I have it on all of these. I know some people are doing it on 5 or 10. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. Everybody has the ability to customize their own strategy with the Gobe AUTOBOT. All right, but I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing, what has worked for me within these past 24 hours or so, a little more since I've actually been using it. So I put it on all FX majors, all FX crosses. I identify the trend, the 4 hour, and then I put it on the M30 because whatever time frame you're on, for example, if you keep it on H1 or H4, you're going to have less opportunities throughout the day because it's waiting on these hour candlesticks or 4 hour candlesticks, okay, to cross above or below that moving average. So it's going to take longer for it to identify an opportunity to hop in. But if you keep it on M30 or M15, but I have mine on M30, then more opportunities are going to pop up on the Gobe AUTOBOT. All right. So just because it's a smaller time frame. So I have all my trades set on M30. I could take you through all of them, right? Look, you see M30 on every last one of them. Okay. So that's very important. Oh, so let me switch that back. M30. I was looking for a sell. All right, just shot me in another trade right now. CADJPY might be something to look at for our master analyzer. I know it's Friday. We do not like trading on Friday. All right, so look at this pair. Yeah, that's another buy. Everything is bullish. Looking for a sell example.
CAD JPY just put you in a buy?
Yeah, just put me in a buy.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, this is the M30, but usually I'll check on the H4 or the H1, right? But I just want to give you guys an example, right? So this would be an example to do what? A short. Okay. This would be example to do a short. So I would identify the trend, come here. Got that on 100, but whatever.
That looks like a really good short right there.
Yeah, you guys see, I already had it on short before I even went to it. So now it's only looking for shorts, it's looking for sells. That one little thing right there is going to change your game. And then check out the results. So let's go ahead and pull up my thing here. All right. And I'm going to break down to you what has happened for me on the bot. So when I first got it, so I'm going to start from right here. Let me start from right here because this is where it really started. So whenever I got on the bot, right, I had a certain amount of money in my account, and I started off and I did a couple. I had a few trades that were on long and short. All right, and basically I took an L right here. This was a winning trade, the Euro NZD. So I actually won this trade on a sell, but because it had a sell and a buy open, it kicked back and it went in negative 170, and it gave me a margin call or hit my stop loss, right? So that's when I had decided to go ahead and take my time and mark up all the charts and to do it the way that I just showed you. Okay, because at first I had it on long and short because again, when I first used the bot last week, that's the way I had it set up. Oh, bear with me for 1 second. Bam. All right, that's the way I had it set up. But after that, I ran off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades I won in a row, and I was like, all right, well, I think I might be on to something now. Then I dropped $544 in my account so I could get right around $830 or around that range. I had like $300 in my account. When I dropped 544 in there, I was like at around 830 or something like that. Okay. Then, so we want to take this from here because honestly, this is where I made the change right here on this NZD-JPY trade. This is where the change was made. So let's count our winning trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I dropped 544 in my account, and we kept it rolling. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Lost that one, lost $4. I don't know how, but whatever. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20. Okay. So I've gone, if you want to count this little $4 L, I don't even know how that even happened. I've gone 25 out of 26 trades since I made that adjustment on the bot. And I've made it was at $830 whenever I had $830 in my account 24 hours ago. And now my account balance is $959. So we're talking about 959 minus 830. Oops. Might actually be more than that. But let's just say I think I actually had less than 830. But either way, you guys get the point. 959 minus 830. Just for example purposes, it's $129 made in the past 24 hours on autopilot. Okay, I actually think it's more than that. I think I only had 700 or something in my account because I made more. I actually made more than that. But you're talking about even if that's $129, guys, while you're sleeping on this thing. I haven't really lost a trade, 25 or 26. And the reason why is looking, and I'm doing that is because I'm using $1.70 a pip. Okay, so $1.70, you know, you take that times 6, now you're running close to around $10. $10 on every winning trade. Some of them I cashed out early. So you see I have $2 here, you know, $4 here. I mean, sometimes I'll just, whenever I'm on the bot, it throws out so many trades, I'll just cash out and take satisfactory profits. Sometimes I don't recognize it and it'll hit the TP. And those are the ones you see like $10, $10, $10, stuff like that, right? $9. So 25 for 26, you know, over $100 earned on autopilot. Okay. So, I mean, guys, I'm excited about what's about to happen with the Gobe AUTOBOT next week because I'm going to get a whole week with this strategy. Still beta testing, still scaling, but to know that you can, it's hard to go 25 or 26 as a trader independently. So to have a technology and AI software that's going to do that for you is ridiculous. Okay. And I've never experienced anything like that before. Do we have anybody else in the chat who has been having success on the bot that like to bear witness to their experience? Anybody else who has been marking up the bot, making any money on the bot, feel free to type in the chat or unmute yourself so people see it's not just me.
I know I got some people on my team that should unmute themselves.
I'm sorry, Joe. Hey, this is Chica, everybody. And everything that you just said, Kenny, is so true. It's some confirmation because I done the exact same thing, especially when you stated, which some people need to understand, you want to make sure you check out exactly what the trend is doing at that moment so you'll know whether or not it is a buy or a sell trade. Because once I was able to do that, I also have not lost a trade in a buy yet. I lost one, which was a very small amount. I think it was like $2, which was no big deal like yourself, but that is important. And just like yourself, definitely do not recommend clicking on long and short together because that will totally mess you up. So yeah, I did the exact same thing. What Kenny just said, excuse me, it is so real because I have not lost a trade yet. So yeah, thanks.
That is powerful. She said, did you guys hear that? She said she hasn't lost a trade. That is ridiculous. Anybody else who's having success on the bot? Feel free to unmute yourself. I want to hear it because you guys get me excited when I hear it because I feel like a kid in a candy store with this bot myself. Anybody else?
I'm having success with the bot. I think I had said something in the group chat earlier. Now my parameters are a little different, Kenny. I put my stop loss to 30, just because I'm getting so scared of the big losses after all the wins, but I've been doing pretty good this week. Monday was my only bad day, and I'm wondering if Monday just isn't a really good day to turn it on.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out next week, right? You know, we're beta testing the bot, and it could be something to add in or take away, but I don't think so. I just think that, you know, we're evolving with it. Monday, you should be okay on Monday because it's all just solving a math problem, so you should be okay. But I'm glad that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday
Yeah,
has been
it's
good
been
for you.
great.
So that's good to hear.
Now, do you think 30 is too small of a stop loss? I know you're using 60.
Yes, I do think it's too small. I think you need to give yourself a bigger cushion, especially with this bot. Give it at least 50 for a pushback. And that way, just in case it does pull back, and this is the thing, this is a currency bot. So in currency, for the most part, currency the market is going to turn around at some point. If you give yourself a nice cushion, even if it goes back, most currency pairs aren't going to push back a negative 100 pips. It's going to take some time for a currency pair to do that. Now, if you're trading with crypto or crypto or an index or a metal, it can't help you there. Now, those bad boys will pull back in 100 pips in a few minutes. So you got to be real careful on those. But when it comes to a currency pair, it's going to take some time. It's a lot of stuff that has to happen for a currency pair to pull back 100 pips. So more than likely, by the time it gets to 30, 40 pips in the negatives, maybe 50 or 60, the market's going to start turning back around. So you might be able to survive that trade with proper risk management. So my best advice to you and anybody out there, protect yourself. Give yourself about a 60 pip cushion and a very small pip goal of 5 or 6 pips. I'll take, with the parameters with this bot, I'll take 5 pips, 5 for 60 any day. Okay, all you're gonna do is just increase your chances by doing that. So yes, definitely give yourself a bigger cushion and you'll survive some of the trades. Like right now, I'm kind of in the negatives on the trade, but I'm not worried about it because I know the market's gonna turn around. But this was also some trades that was being held before my long and short adjustment. So I mean, I'm in like negative $100 or something like that. But you know, by next week, I'll tag my 6 pips and I'll be out those trades. I'm holding it.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Kenny.
You're welcome. Anybody else got any testimonies on the bot? I'm loving this right here. We're gonna have to post this on Instagram or YouTube or something like that.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Kenny, I'll go ahead and jump in. Honestly, me and Joe, we were talking about the RSI thing, and we really, I'm pretty sure Joe gonna put us on that, but it's been very helpful in the process of applying that bot, man. And like, I really want Joe to show everybody eventually, so we can all kind of get on the same page. Because the way we get this done, guys, we work together, we find out the best solution, we put it all together, and guess what? That's how everybody sees success. So. Yeah, for sure. I've been having pretty good success as well with that RSI and with especially setting the bot. And so marking those trend lines, just identifying the trend, it can honestly walk you right into more profit, guys. So the beauty of learning this just marking up is just to get you to the next level with the bot as well.
Absolutely, that's powerful. Yes, Joe. I got you. You can go ahead and break down that RSI. This is another great confirmation on everything we're doing with the bot. Every week we're adding on more knowledge to this thing, and we're so close to cracking this code. And this bot is just going to do some amazing, life-changing things for people inside of Gobe Trade House. So go ahead, Joe. The floor is yours, brother.
Cool. So basically, I don't know if anyone saw what I just did. I'm only looking at about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs right now. But all I've been doing was simply going to about 5 or 6 pairs that I like, and I'm using that only. But in order for you to put the indicator on there, go to your symbols, pick whatever pair you want to use. Let's say we're looking at the GPP JPY. And so I kind of like just scan first to see if we have a good, nice, clean trend, identifying, which way it's gonna go. So I get a quick glance on a 4-hour, 1 hour, and then a 30-minute a little bit. So from what I do from there is go to insert. After I go to insert, down to indicators, and you go all the way down to oscillators. I think I said that right. From there, you go to what's called the relative strength index. Click on that. The parameters are gonna be already set. 30 and 7 is gonna be set for you, and you can use whatever colors that you choose to use. Okay. From there, you click OK. Now, what it's gonna allow you to do is you can see if the prices have been overbought or oversold. And I done this on the last Friday's Lunch and Learn. But if prices are at 70, if the market is at 70, prices are gonna be over bought. So then now what that means from there, you want to look for short opportunities because everything is gonna drop. So a quick example, let me find a nice little pattern. All right, let's just use this for an example. Let me go back here. So if everybody see my crossbar at the bottom, we see that the RSI at this situation right here is at 29. Okay, and if you scroll up to the lines or to the candlesticks, we see what price is at now. Okay, and what happens is it shoots up. So we see our candlesticks shot up to this price of 141. But if you scroll all the way down, you see my RSI has shot up as well. But what happens after the RSI shoots up to the 70, it goes back down. And as you see here, the RSI goes down. And so same with this. If you catch the RSI at a high level, 9 times out of 10, it's going to continue to drop, and you better capitalize off of it. This is on a 4-hour time frame. So if you go to the 1-hour time frame, we can use another example. We'll just use this situation here. We see what price is at 140.35. If I look at my RSI, the RSI is at 30. So now I know that prices have been oversold in the market, okay? And so what happens after that? The RSI goes up to 70. But what happens when it goes up to 70? My candlestick, the price goes up to 141.55. And so what right there is that's a over 100 pip move in the market as far as price go. We went from 141 to from 140 to 141. That's a big pip move, okay, in the market. So you can simply use that strategy alone to identify what the market is at, where the market is at, and what's possibly going to happen, because it's not going to lie. You can go back here to another area where the market was low, the RSI was low, it was at 30. Price is at 140. What happens after that? It shot all the way up into 142.18. You see my RSI is at above 69.70. What happens after that? RSI was at 70, it dropped. And so that was a matter of about a little bit over 60, 70 pips on this move here alone. So what I do is try to find the different pairs that the RSI is at a low RSI or a high RSI, to where I know prices either overbought or oversold, okay? And then from there, you're able to go in on the market and capitalize with the buy. Let me see what my trade is doing now. So I'm currently in the, what is this? NZD JPY, and I can show you everyone what I had. So the RSI was up here. That's when I got into the confirmation of the candlestick closing below the EMA. It gave me the opportunity for a sell. And so I'm gonna just ride it all the way out. This is on a 4-hour time frame. So I know prices being overbought right now. So I'm looking for those shorts in the market, okay? And you go here by simply going to the insert, click on indicators, scroll over, go to oscillators, and go to relative strength index. And that's gonna allow you to place it on any pair that you want. You have to individually do it. I haven't played with the MetaTrader 4 on my desktop enough to try to just get it for every pair. So I individually do every pair with this same strategy. So that's how I do this, and go from there. And I've been doing my parameters a little bit different from Kenny's, but my goal is simple. I just want to make sure I get $15 per trade. As you see right now, I have my bot off because it's Friday afternoon, and I'm gonna just let this trade finish out before the day closes. But my parameters that I have set are around 25. If I see that the trade is getting maybe close to my stop loss, I will possibly bump it up to 35 at the most for my personal self, because my lot size is $3 per pip, and I'm only trying to get $15 out the trade by getting 5 pips per trade. And I'll let you see my history or whatever. I just messed that up, I think. All right, here we go. Move this over. And y'all can ignore my my gold trades that I took because I've been using my laptop for that, of course. But I can kind of give you an example of my history so far. So ignore all these are gold at the top. We'll go from this $15 right here. I had hit TP on it. Ignore the 2 gold trades that I took. Now this GPP NZD, I got caught up basically with the I don't think I changed my RSI looking for shorts or sales. I had to go back and identify that. But other than that, what you'll see here is Chef JPY. I hit my 10 pip take profit, my 5 pip take profit, along with all of these trades here. I started this account with 45 bucks a couple of days ago. And then these trades that I lost on, the 47 bucks, the $8 and another $8, that was during the inauguration. I didn't have a chance to turn my my bot off at the moment. And so this GU trade pretty much shot up and I was in for a sell. So if everybody remember that candlestick that pretty much took it for about maybe 50 or 60 pips, that's what this GU trade was, and I was in for a sell. But other than that, like I said, I really been getting $15 to $18 per trade using this strategy. So this is a situation, like I said, if you just simply use your RSI along with just being able to identify the trend, it's going to help you out. If you attend the lunch and learns, you'll better identify trends as well that way, to where this will become second nature to you. So play with it. And as you see right now, look at that trade that I'm in. Where did it go? So I'm still floating around 23. It was 35 around when the call started. So I'm fine with it because of the fact that I know that I looked at it on the trading view that it was going to eventually go back up. It's creating a higher low right now. So after a higher low, if you know, a higher high comes after that. So I'm being patient with it and go from there. So that's trading. We got to be patient. So I use that strategy. It's been working for me. Kenny has a strategy that's working for him. You have to start off with a small account size and use a 10 cent per pip. So you can kind of play with what's comfortable for you. Don't go all in. I don't think anyone's going all in to where it's a $5 per pip or anything like that. Because we are testing. So I'm testing 5, 6 pairs because that's what I chose to do. Kenny has a larger sample size, but he also has a larger account as well. So don't try to do what Kenny does. Don't try to do what I do with the smallest lot size and things of that nature. So be patient, but also just practice. It's all about back testing your strategy and go from there. Because like I say, if I know if I can get $15 per trade, I can eventually put in my account enough to where I'm getting 150 per trade. So be patient with everything, and that's all I have with the bot.
Yes, indeed. Powerful, powerful. Man, thank you. I'm definitely going to add the RSI as well. It's just another confirmation to make sure that we're getting into that the bot is going to analyze these trades in the right way. So just make sure, just be strategic with the bot. And anybody that has been trading inside of the group. I really like what Carlos always says in our presentation. The special thing about being part of a trade community or being part of Gobe Trade House, when one person figures out the answer to a problem, the whole community gets that answer. Okay, and that's powerful. Okay, because you never know who is going to end up cracking the code. All right, it started off with Gerald that had some information. He shared it, and now that information is evolving now. Okay, and someone else, I suspect, is going to come up with something else, because again, we're a couple weeks on the bot, and I believe that we're going to continue to evolve and continue to master this thing. And just like Joe said, if you can make $2 or $1 on the bot, you can make $200 per trade on that bot, or 2,000. It's all about the account balance. So we really got to look at that, all right, to see that what type of power we have in our hands right now, because in these next 60 to 90 days, especially once we get through this run up the bag challenge, all right, which I believe we're going to complete with flying colors, right? A lot of people should have a lot of extra capital outside of job income or anything like that to play with to scale up the bot. So it's going to be really exciting. We have a lot of exciting things to look forward to inside of Gobe. But thank you, Joe, for that. These are our real results, guys. And so anybody that has any questions about it in the group, go ahead and share that information with them. And this is going to be reposted as well. We'll have some trainings on it also being uploaded. So much content being released next week inside of our back office. So with that being said, let me go ahead and pass it to Mike Taylor for some closing words for us. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here because we got, I believe, the lunch and learn. And then we have the crypto session at 1 o'clock. Okay. So Mike Taylor, how you feeling this morning?
Doing good, man. That's amazing. I like what Joe said, man. He's like, I'm getting 15 now, but it's just showing him that he can get 150, over and over again. All you got to do is build your account up, which means it just takes time and patience, But I don't want to be long this morning. Like you said, we got the lunch and learn coming up. Then we got the crypto section coming up. We already an hour over. So I'm just going to say, for those of y'all that want to learn, take a break, get back on the lunch and learn, get you some nuggets, get on the crypto session, make you some money. Follow my new members and everybody else that need to kind of make sure they're on the right page. Make sure you're at the new members orientation today at 5:30 with me and Jordan. Also tomorrow we have a crypto session at 1 p.m. And then we also start our week off right when the markets open at 5:30 p.m. Central Time Sunday with the Run the Bag Up Challenge preparation meeting. So you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you on some of these calls, and go be great. Appreciate it.
All right, perfect, everybody. Well, this has been another powerful Coffee in the Morning with Gobe. Has been recorded. Replay will be posted. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Another successful trade week inside of Gobe. And again, welcome to all the new members. I hope you enjoyed Coffee in the Morning with Gobe. We're continuing this call Monday at 10 a.m. as well. We do it Monday through Friday, all right? Giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. Peace, everybody. Go be great. We'll see you guys in the trade community and everything we have going on inside the group. Everybody have a great day. Peace.
Let's go.
Go be great. Go be great.
Y'all have a good
Let's
day.
go.
Are we gonna keep it open and just cut this Zoom off, or keep it open?
Yeah, if you like to. If you like to keep it open, I'll make
we
you
can start
host.
in 11 minutes. Yeah.
I'll make you host right now and you can keep it open.
We'll be back.
So
I'll just stop.
Quick intermission, everyone.
So everyone get your laptops out if you're not watching on your laptop.